Oh, just drop me in.
James, should I send you a sleeping bag? Get a move on. Turn on the camera. Stand back. The Fed secured the entrance.
Could you?
I'm on it.
You get excited when you do something illegal.
I'm in rehab, so don't tempt me.
It's gonna be hard to find anything after the feds were here.
The Feds weren't on Icarus.
They don't know what we know. Hopefully.
Ready.
Okay.
Everything ends where it begins.
You watch too many movies. So what are we looking for?
Right side.
Red X.
Okay. Any ideas?
Why is he like this? I don't get it. I guess it's just there to show us where the body was. The setting is really cool, but again, I just don't fully understand the state of technology in this world.
Huh. Didn't they have wings?
Horses?
No, Pegasi.
Sarah, that's a horse. Pegasi are mythical creatures.
Some paleontologist you are. These days, horses are mythical too.
Wait, are you screwing with me?
James, end of topic.
It's scary how little we know about the world before the Icarite.
No wonder they don't teach this in school. It's gone.
All this stuff is lopped off. What is the number 3 over there?
Let's keep it simple.
Going from corner to corner isn't simple.
I don't know. I'm looking.
I mean, this is the place marked on the map, isn't it? I already looked at this. Here we go. Oh, it's down there underneath. Gotcha. Silly me.
The fucking safe? Did they just clean it out?
Are you sure it's this safe?
See something else?
Nothing. Empty. Just like my account. Get out.
Can you check what they took?
You know, it's not like I didn't break the law this week, so I'll see.
Wait,
James,
it's not about the safe.
you just said the complete opposite.
I changed my mind.
They took everything out. What do you want us to do? X-ray it?
Great idea.
Why am I saying anything?
Mechanical reasons so that we can do this. Get it? It does bug me. The only reason why she says it is because we need an interaction with the...
See? Cables lead somewhere.
Probably to the washing machine.
Over. There's some interference. Can you repeat?
Hello?
Yes?
Storm's coming. The electronics are freaking out.
Where do they lead?
What? What? To the electricity. Never mind.
Why such a large generator for such a small safe?
This isn't a generator.
You sound like an expert.
I was helping my cousin repair pneumatics like this. Tech from a mortal era. Rich people love automated shit in their homes. We still don't know what this device is for. Just keep looking.
Okay, here we go. What is this?
Box?
The wall is a meter from the safe. Doesn't make sense.
Maybe we're missing something. Safe?
I'll lock him up.
You're asking my opinion?
What? I'm totally not following the conversation they're having at all.
What next?
We have a card.
Does this open another secret compartment or something?
Go. The first rich dude's secret wall safe of my career.
Uh-huh.
You should be a thief.
I'm building my resume.
Nice to see it develop.
Hey, fuck you. This was my idea. Don't push it.
Aha. So the wall safe was just a front for a door.
James, what is happening?
Sarah?
Clever.
Fuck. So Green at a private dungeon. And perhaps it holds his stamp collection. This much gel could blow up the Senate.
Huh. Whoa.
Another victim. Just more questions. Brian Theodore Coven. What are you doing here? If it wasn't for his donations, orphanages in the city would disappear.
Video game uvula.
Formal dress. A meeting? With the murderer? With Green? Let's check where you came from, Coven.
Alright, nothing there yet.
What?
Oh god.
Fuck!
Making a mess. Get your act together. Don't you already know who the murderer is?
Was it me?
I tried to, you know.
Are you there?
Sarah?
Alright.
James, I thought you had joined the noble ranks of the dead.
How do you... Who... Where are you?
Why don't we start with where you are?
What is this place? What happened here?
Well, I have bad news. You're late for the party.
Whoa, bodies.
What did you do to deserve your mask? Or maybe you actually wore it every day. Crushed by a chandelier. Fancy way to go.
Perfect for the upper class.
The governor. Sans pants. Prestigious guest list. Chris Everson. Even my idiot neighbor has a bumper sticker. Wonder what he thinks about him in the law now. Anna Turner. Used to be a sports writer. We had some interesting interviews when my team was winning. Then she got into politics and became editor of the whole paper. You had your last deadline.
Huh.
He was standing under it. I'll pick him up and find out who it is. Maybe I can lift the chandelier. The fire upstairs must have damaged the wires. Okay. But why did he fall? And where's the killer? Shot. Needs a closer look.
I guess part of my question is like, if you can just reconstruct crime scenes like this, like why don't they just use this technology to do this and then like revive people
The Emperor of Screens. Make that god. There's no movie studio that doesn't kiss his ring. Or maybe a little lower.
He influences more people than you think.
Maybe I just don't fully get it.
This. Everybody lies.
They learn to live a lie.
Adam Cadis. Why am I not surprised to see you? Debauchery is your specialty. Okay, what happened here? Where's the damn killer? How did they die?
Losing your nerve.
Never mind. He was standing here before the chandelier fell on his head.
Correct.
Who brings a gun to a fancy party?
Fucking lack of culture.
.8mm. Were you sitting here with a loaded gun?
Think twice before inviting a paranoia case.
The shootout started. You probably didn't consider that. You didn't shoot that fucking thing down on your own head.
Are you sure?
He shot the killer. Was that... How are you feeling?
Better every minute.
It's weird to use an X-ray here for this,
He
but
aimed toward the piano. Weird. The trail ends here. Lots of glass under your feet and nothing around. The killer had plenty of time to cover all traces. Like you got hit by a truck.
huh.
Blagojevich. Journalistic scum. Why so much glass?
Any complaints?
Fuck no. Glass, you, blood. Every piece brings me closer to you.
How did Blagojevich die?
He could have believed it all.
What if he hated himself and helped create a world where everyone hated each other?
As if he flew over the barrier? It's not everything. Gotta be more. Why were you keeping this company? I'm asking the questions. Blagojevich. What do they have to pay him to take all the public's hate? So that was his spot.
Together with the council, we've received your request and would like to invite you to the club. The date and time will be delivered discreetly by courier. If you decide to come in a different shell, please bring an invitation with you. Looking forward to seeing you.
Maybe he ran? Where was the killer?
All right, put that down. I'll reconstruct.
Shit. Not enough data. I still don't know what this asshole was doing. Did you run away? Why in this direction? Doesn't make sense. Looks too rich for my blood. A broken bottle? Did you chase the guy with it? I can respect that. Where were you sitting? Maybe the glass shards will show me.
All right. So you must have been sitting here.
Bingo. So you were sitting here.
Not super hard to put together, but
You attacked, even though bullets were flying everywhere. What made you do that? That's where you were hiding. across the middle of it all.
Well, better to do something than nothing at all in a situation like that. Although, as you can see, this is no guarantee of success.
She's sitting there, and then all of a sudden a shot is put out. It was aimed at Cadis, though, right? Oh, look, there's 3 bullet holes behind him. So, bing, he gets confused, goes to take a sip. It's not there. Cadis grabs his gun, gets down. Other shots miss. He's behind there. Something's happening. He's getting ready to fire. He goes to jump, but is shot and falls.
And he was done running. He fell limply. Maybe he died in flight.
In midair is what the subtitle said, huh?
Yet something or someone stopped him.
All right, so we'll come back around here and just look. Someone on the ground right here? Who was this?
He shot at Blagojevich. Low. Maybe Blagojevich saw Cadis and liked both their odds better. Did you feel a cold sweat on your back?
It would take more than that.
Right. You were lucky with that chandelier shot anyway.
All right. Put this together. Is it going to be in his wife in a different body?
Did you do this?
Someone's being paranoid here. It's just fucking wiring.
Which gets in the way of my work. Need more light.
Who's Sara?
What?
You mumbled her name when you were lying on the ground.
Don't know. High voltage. Must be powering something big.
I keep thinking it's not going to cut off the
Let's
dialogue.
see what happens when we connect this contraption. What is this?
Whoa.
Couldn't he just keep his skeletons in the regular closet like the rest of us?
Oh, it's just pantomime. They're not really doing anything. Ah. Wowzer.
See? You dressed inappropriately. It was a theme party.
So she was over here. No, fuck it.
And yeah, these are just holograms.
When you're left with no desires except to kill, then it's high time to die indeed.
Yeah, that's just pantomime. All right.
Now I know where the damn glass came from. I thought nothing could surprise me today. Are these the ones I saw in holograms? Let's start with the photos.
Synchro wires.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, I think you know.
No. Too damn big for an Icarite. It must be some kind of fucked up imitation. I don't know you. They slaughtered him and bled him for fun. Imitation Icarite.
Looks realistic, right?
It's time for pictures of your friend. The wound looks burnt.
Okay.
Someone was shooting at close range. Senator Patricia Terrence. Oh, this is rich. They've been trying to make her out to be a terrorist for decades because she wanted to change the world. It turns out that they're all on one payroll.
Would people not be aware that there's a missing senator and stuff? How are they going to cover this up?
Blood trail. And anything else? How did it all start? Was she the one who murdered him? Let's start with who the hell that guy is.
You know that by solving this case, you're helping cover it up.
Aren't you tired of these games? What's your point?
I want to help you.
Sure, because you're such a noble guy, right?
On Icarus, you couldn't do the right thing. Let me show you whose side you picked.
How fucking kind of you. I wonder who painted it.
Want one for the living room?
I'm not sure it matches my couch.
Alright.
Drake's star? I thought he was using a different body. The actor and the senator's husband. They've always been inseparable. He looks like a victim, but I wouldn't go all in on that.
There can be ecstasy in death.
It's, an expensive fetish.
Well, that's the truth. As far as this universe is concerned, it's kind of something they've established like could only work with super rich people can afford higher class bodies.
9mm, same assailant. Looks like the victim bled out before he got shot. Maybe the killer lost his shit. Lots of moving targets. He had to be in a rush. He could have left additional bullet marks. That kind of trail could help me figure out where he was firing from. It went straight through. Another casualty of your sick shit.
Imitation made from eco marble.
I admire all forms of art, especially when it helps to establish a shooting position. Who are you?
Aspiring liaison. How am I doing? Am I as good as that Sara of yours?
Where are we going to?
Suddenly a shooter appears and takes out our star. Looks like he almost bled out before you shot him.
Are you suggesting there was more than one killer?
Unlike the rest, this one was murdered voluntarily. However fucked up that sounds. Different blood types.
Presumably. The senator had a pleasurable time.
She was bleeding like hell.
So she was on the bed with him at one point. Yep.
Senator used him as a shield. She gets hit and plays dead. Smart move.
She's holding a knife. She stabs him. The bullet happens, and she's shot off of him.
Was she trying to escape? Ritual toy. Sharp.
Damascus steel.
Senator must have held it. Drake's blood. And maybe yours too.
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine.
She was always ready to fight. That's why people believed in her.
This is not painting like a particularly interesting, not interesting isn't the right word, a particularly sympathetic view of like a lot of these characters. Which isn't to say like you need to have likable characters for a noir to work, but there's just like, it's like, yeah, she wanted to change the world. She was an iconoclast. People believed in her because she wanted to murder someone during her sex cult, and like she was a fighter. It's just like a weird way of characterizing that. I don't know. It's definitely unique. It's just a little bit odd.
Drake had type O negative blood. This is a different type. She surprised you? Ton of lead and burned skin. They have to struggle, but he had the upper hand. A 9mm beats a piece of steel. She crawled away. Didn't you notice? Something else get your attention? She almost gets you.
I guess you're on her side.
I can tell you that if she got you, she'd have my vote. Broken ribs. You crushed her when you fell on her, and she still didn't give up.
You underestimate me.
At least I understand the low position you shot Blagojevich from. And remember, Kata's shot in this direction. Good to know that not everything goes your way.
It's going great. Trust me.
So you scurried away like a cockroach.
This like Joker-fied villain character isn't really landing for me, I don't think.
A bullet from a revolver. Probably Katis's. I wonder how that got here. They almost got you. You had to find a way. And you did. Real fancy. You were lucky as fuck.
Don't underestimate me.
I wouldn't dare. How long have you been planning to kill that chandelier? Lucky. But respect where it's due. Also a really good shot. You made it. But I'd like to see your face after that. Your real face. Covered in blood and drool, twisted in fear.
Think it was any different than yours when you came in here?
You're always watching me, aren't you? Monitoring? You watching me with cameras? The holograms. Somehow they were recorded. These holograms must be stored somewhere. There must be some tapes here. But where?
So where do they all go? Right here.
A recording console. I wonder what it turns on. Zilch.
What does this do?
EG. We go back to the beginning. Edward Green. What did you have on him?
Look around. Do you really think anyone would need more than what you see?
Did you leave the shrine with the weapons? Very subtle. I'll check to see if any victims were killed with this gun. 9mm, 5 bullets, half-empty clip. Did the killer shoot it? Or did they shoot at him?
Can't believe he's touching it with his bare hands.
What does she have to do with all this?
Alright, recording console doesn't work. So what am I doing?
I knew a guy who raised money for a movie over 2 shells. She didn't like it and started adding conditions. You can't show it like that. The kiss is too long. Costumes like this aren't appropriate for kids. Boy ended up hanging himself. Budge, let's see where you take me.
There we go. Okay, now we go over here. Not sure why it needs to like synchronize with each piece other than for gameplay mechanical purposes.
Another. This must be a dead end.
Here we go.
Cables run deeper.
What?
Pretty much everyone here knows each other.
There we go. It was like locking me out of that for a second.
Fuck. Not now. So close.
It's happening. There we go. Okay, so this can go underground now, and you have to be in here to do that. Interesting. This must be a bigger building.
Olympus comes with a pocket Hades, a frozen hell where people pay the price for the gods' eternal hangover.
Anything back here? What is this?
Does it look familiar?
Like documents from the CTC, but the certificate is missing.
Kinesthetic synesthesia. Is that Rachel? Age 21? I guess not. I don't know. I can't really judge age in this game. I have no idea.
I recognize this body. It should belong to an actor with his throat slit. The youngest bodies possible. No certificates. Same as on the table at Green's. He was here. Fucking Icarite transmitter.
You want to try it out?
Fuck you. I'm not like them.
Icarite transmitter so they can get a new body, I guess. Special features castrate. What the hell? They're into some weird shit. Oh, what do I do? Why is it not? Was I supposed to have this open the whole time? Because this is the terminal to use it, wasn't it? So what's going on? Why does it not work? It says play, stop, rewind. What the heck? What part did I miss? Oh, right here.
Icarite in this one? Age 21. There's some unknown kid.
The former owner of the stabbed body?
They're all at the first subscription age. If they didn't pay it, they could lose their bodies. But Icarites... why isn't anyone looking for them?
Orphanages. That's why Green and Coven funded them so generously. Only until they turned 21, of course.
Motherfuckers.
Okay.
Green was probably using the recordings for blackmail.
devil was around, Green would still grab them by the balls.
Better focus on you. You have your 5 fucking minutes of fame.
I warn you that I may disappoint you.
Wait, what? This is Green. Senator. Attacking his back.
He's the one killing them all. It doesn't make sense.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Did you force him to do it? How the fuck did you do that? What did you have on him?
That's your job. I don't want to get overly involved. I'm not your cheap little slum secretary, Sara Kai.
What? How the fuck did you get her full name?
Did you think you're the only one I spend time with?
Is it a Ghost in the Shell type situation where it's like transmitted to
Sarah?
different
You
bodies?
there? Fuck. I've restored the power. That should work. If you do anything to her, I'll find you and take you apart piece by piece.
Don't keep me waiting.
I don't know if I buy that. Just because, like, we're not that close with Sarah right now. It's like an interesting neo-noir story, but I do feel like I'm just missing so many pieces.
I'm just wondering, since you saw what Green's guests were capable of, will you trap their souls in rotting bodies?
Fuck you.
Or will you let them return to Olympus like nothing happened?
What did you do to her?
You can punish them.
I will find you.
Do you think anyone will find them here?
If I shut them in here,
Yes.
and the victims?
Maybe they want revenge.
What kind of sick game is this?
Or leave the door open. Your friends will find everything, and it'll blow over in a week.
I'm not Green. You can't buy me.
I'm doing the option that feels like the most like you have to do it even though it feels bad to do type situation.
The silence in my earpiece was even more overwhelming than my own stupidity. When I was gallivanting in hell, the murderer emerged from there to get Sarah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm enjoying this as like a guided experience, but it's like I don't know. It just feels like there's a lot of missing pieces here that I'm just not understanding, and I don't know if it's because the game is like variant or something. Like maybe I'm not doing the detective parts well enough. The world is definitely intriguing. It's just like hard to parse. I don't really understand their technology. I mean, outside of the like altered carbon style cyber brains, like that I get, but all of the detective tools and stuff are just kind of like MacGuffins.